holding things up a little bit. Joe Ruttman is on the move.
Also back at 7th, Butch Miller giving fits to the 31 of Jack Sprague. Some good battles all the way around the racetrack here. Now Skinner, free of traffic, begins to step it out once again.
Boy, it looks like he got a wake-up call there. He looked in the mirror, saw it. Now we got a great battle. There's Hornaday still running 3rd. Toby Butler in the yellow 21 truck. And Sedgwick in 75. That's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. As they overlap Jerry Churchill. Boy, those trucks are running nose to tail.
And look at Sedgwick right there.
Already trying that outside groove. He's tried Butler a couple of times on the inside. Toby's truck working really well down low. But Sedgwick's trying to see if he can already start that outside groove. Eventually, they're going to have to pass there.
There's Sedgwick. Butler, if he makes a move, is going to have an eye to the mirror as well. 62 laps are complete. At 100, they'll take a halfway break. There you see the white and blue Spears 75 of Sedgwick trying to work in that outside groove.
Yeah, and that's the way you do it, just little by little. You take it up a half a truck width at a time. You have to run through the corner several laps and get some rubber down in that groove. And you can put the left side tires there and move up another half a truck width.
Right, here's Butler on the inside. He's got the move on Hornaday. Ooh, that's close.
Good job by both guys there. Hornaday again rolls out of the throttle. And got Sedgwick off. Won't let him by.
Hornaday was just able to get that truck back down and hold off Bill Sedgwick for the moment. And look at Butler run away from Hornaday in the backstretch.
Yeah, it looks like when Ron had to roll out of the throttle there, Toby was already back in and really pulled away from him.
One thing you note about the middle of the backstretch all the way through turn 4, there's no wall at this racetrack, just blackberry bushes. And now Hornaday has really dropped off the pace as Sedgwick goes by. There you see the wall continues halfway down the backstretch. I think you're in the blackberries if you go off here, just like John Kinder.
Thank you, John. That was right on cue.
Caution flag.
That was very close.
Oh, that was awful. I'm glad you said that. That ought to cost you $1 right there.
You would have said it if I had.
Probably right. 66 laps are complete. This man, Mike Skinner, has led every one of them. And we'll be right back to Portland Speedway in Oregon after this.
It happens only once a year. America's largest yard sale. Hundreds of tractors, mowers, chainsaws, blowers on sale. Like this power-propelled Craftsman 5.5 horsepower mower. Save $50. America's largest yard sale. Only at Sears.
In a sport where nerves are made of steel, the tools are made by Craftsman. The official tools of NASCAR, NHRA, and IndyCar racing. Only at Sears. They're the young guns of racing. And on their Sunday afternoon showdown, these next-generation superstars start with the next-generation die-hard battery. The longest-lasting die-hard ever. The same die-hard you can buy at Sears. Don't trust your Sunday drives to anything less.
Hi, I'm Bob. I work in the automotive department at Walmart. I first started working on cars back in the 50s, so I've been around automobiles all my life. I have a lot of friends now, customer friends. It's my job to help them make a decision on what's best for their car. I like Quaker State 4x4. It's a good synthetic blend. They call it the intelligent oil for hard-working engines. It's good for pulling campers or boats or for going off-road. I care about customers' cars just like I care about my own. So it's fun to work here.
Hey, you get a tough case of athlete's foot. The itching, the cracking, the burning. You want a medicine that acts tough. Boom! Tough Actin Tenactin. Clinically proven Tenactin cures even tough cases of athlete's foot fungus. Get Tough Actin Tenactin.
Work boots. There's one place they don't work. Inside, they just don't have much cushioning. Dr. Scholl's Maximum Comfort work insoles give you 100% more cushioning. They make work easier on your feet.
Portland Speedway was a dirt track until 1942 when they paved it, and as you can see, on many occasions, drivers have been off in the blackberries.
Oh, that's a 1964 there. Car number 0, and he's looking for help.
56 Chevy down.
The guy with his hands on his hip there didn't look like he was going to give too much help.
No. Well, yes, they have been in the pucker bushes here.
Wonder why he was mad. The other guy was the one who stuck in the bushes.
69 of 200 laps completed. once, a car ended up on Union Avenue up there on the backstretch. Went off in the area of the drive-in movie screen and got up there. Ross Cusaw put a car up on Union Avenue. Don't know if he was able to drive it back in and onto the racetrack.
I bet he had to pay admission again.
Green flag, 69 laps complete. Boy, that 3 truck is a rocket on restarts.
We get a chance to see now if Ruttman can stay with him, though, Mike. You know, it's a clean restart. There's nobody, no lap traffic up there. And also Toby Butler, you see him go by. Sedgwick, front 4 trucks now are running nose to tail, so to speak.
There's 3 lap trucks, keeping Butch Miller and Jack Sprague at bay. So the front 5 have a breakaway situation here.
Hornaday being the 5th of those, and that caution was good for him. I'm sure he heated his tires up a little bit with that shock probably because the truck was really getting out of shape.
31 just moved the 10 truck. Dennis Woolridge out of the way. That was Jack Sprague. He wanted to get up with the rest of those leaders before they got away.
Oh, wow, we got some great action there. Look at this.
Lap trucks. Yeah. Here, look at this pack coming.
Coming up there. Yeah.
Heavy traffic as Woolridge works his way around John Kinder. Here comes P.J. Jones, and 98 Butch Miller on the inside has lost a spot, and around goes Woolridge in turn 2.
Boy, ever since they put, and he keeps the truck going straight, he's okay. Got it off in the grass in the backstretch.
So we'll stay green. Legacy's off in turn 3. We'll stay green. We're going yellow.
Kerry Teague has spun going into turn 3.
Damage to the left front of Scott Legacy. He and Kerry Teague may have gotten together, and all of that was residual from the 10-truck Woolridge being sent sideways by somebody wanting to get by the lapped machine. What a mess Legacy's truck is as it comes down the front straightaway.
Kerry Teague's truck has stopped still. One of the push trucks there going to give him a little shove, get him going again. Look at the damage to Scott Legacy's truck. Ralph?
Scott Legacy and Kerry Teague got together coming down the back straightaway, and they just got hooked up and ran right into the back stretch here, and they could never get themselves separated. Now, Teague has got the truck started again. I believe he's going to drive it back around, but he looks pretty hot at this point. They got together about turn 2, never separated, so they split off here in turn 3.
No bumper, no teeth, no toothsome grill in that number 24.
One thing they don't want to see is all that smoke. That probably means that it's gotten something into the radiator. That's a little steam escaping. That means that water's getting out somewhere. Not a good day for Scott Legacy. As we said earlier, he crashed his original truck he was going to run in practice. This is the backup truck. Now it's got looks like pretty serious damage done to the nose.
Legacy 7th in the points with 2 top 10s coming in. Of course, drives for Rick and Papa Joe Hendrick. Papa Joe's a 4-valve now. Got himself a quadruple bypass this week, and we know he's resting and recuperating, and we hope he's doing real well. Let's go to the pits.
This is Terry Allen, the crew chief for Kerry Teague. Now, Terry, did he say anything to you about what happened out there?
No, not really. He's not real happy with a couple cars out there, but running real well. Running real well. We were just waiting our time there and moving up. Not doing bad at all.
Terry, that'll cost you $1.
Yeah, he said cars.
Folks, what we do is every time somebody says car and they mean truck, we give $1 to the Snell Foundation that does helmet research. It makes racing safer for all of us. They're in St. James, New York. If you want to contribute, send along your donation. We collected a little bit today, and we'll be right back. TNN, the Northwest Network. Okay, tonight we are. We're live from Portland, Oregon. For Super Truck Racing, let's go to the pits.
Kerry Teague, we've caught up with him. Kerry, you and Scott Legacy got together. What was your view from the cockpit?
Well, you know, we had a caution down there, and I'd already passed him. And going through the corner over there, he hooked my right rear, just turned me around. I guess you can chunk it race, call it racing. We've been running there together, and I bumped him a couple times trying to get by him. You know, he got caught up in that wreck, and he wasn't near as fast as we were. You know, you figure a fella let you go on after you tap him 2 or 3 times, but I guess he's seen he ought to hold his position, so I still trying to work and get around him, and I guess he thinks he done right by turning me around, but really don't make a whole lot of difference. They want us got all the money, and we don't, and we're still going to beat them cats.
Tough night for Kerry Teague. Had Bent visor on the tailgate of his truck tonight and is sidelined at 78 laps. Mike Skinner has led every one of them in the Richard Childress Good Wrench Service number 3. Brady Ford Joe Ruttman in the Coke machine running in 2nd.
You know, it's always fun to hear these guys tell what happened after a wreck because we know that we're getting a totally unbiased opinion.
Let's go racing. 78 laps. Mike Skinner's going to haul him down for the restart. See if he can pull Rutman, but Joe is right with him, within half a car length. Sneaks inside of Pancho Carter, and they have the low groove all to themselves. Toby Butler fights with Carter off of turn number 2, the lap truck. And Rutman got a good start, as good as Skinner's this time.
Absolutely. He's got it nailed right to the back bumper. Oh, look at him move up there. His truck is really getting a bite as they start off of turn 4, but as they come off of it completely, that horsepower of Skinner takes over.
Toby Butler clears the lap truck, and so does Bill Sedgwick in 75. As we continue under green, let's go back to the pits for the other unbiased, or as they would say, the rest of the story.
Well, here's Scott Lagasse. Scott, what happened between you and Kerry T?
Well, I'm not sure if Kerry even knew we were there, but Kerry's, he hit us in the back a couple times. He's kind of rooting his way to the front, but I don't know. It was a tough day for the number 24 DuPont truck.
As you can see, Mike, the crew is working on the truck, and they're hoping to get him back out as quick as they can.
That's Jeff Bodine just ahead of Rick Corelli as you ride with Corelli. They try to get to the front. Those bright Musco lights shining on Portland Speedway as the sky darkens. There is Sammy Swindell, number 38. Brad Aiken, Bob Sutton, Channel Lock Ford, and Jeff Bodine coming in as they work their way underneath the number 10 of Dennis Woolridge, who is lapped, and Rick Corelli right with them.
See Bodine trying to put a move on Swindell down low. Sammy's trying to keep that bottom groove. He knows that's where the fast way around the racetrack is.
When the super trucks were first built, they didn't have rear bumpers. They had just roll pans like many of the sport trucks you see on the seat. On the street, rather. I think now you can understand why these trucks have bumpers at both ends.
Mike, we're getting a good look at P.J. Jones there. I've counted up. He is back to 8th position after having to go to the rear after that spin that he had back there. So P.J. has really moved up. Got a little bit. Looks like a decal hanging off the side of it where somebody rubbed it. I believe that's all it is. But
I think that was part of his fender. Was.
What's the key word? Wow, look at Steve Portengay there, and he tried the grass move, didn't work.
The Jersey bounce. Let's upset the whole suspension and watch it all slide. Yeah.
See how quickly they can get away. See PJ putting a little bit of pressure on Mike Bliss there. As you said, this Bliss hometown track. You see in Portengay there in the 83. He is a lap down. Truck is moving off around the racetrack awfully well right now. He's already right back up on the back bumper of PJ.
Portengay's run here and run well in Tour and Winston West competition a little bit.
Well, he's quick right now. I mean, he really wasted no time and moving right back up on the back of PJ's bumper. PJ got to be one of the quickest trucks on the track, having come through the field like he did all the way back to 8th, trying to take 7th from Mike Bliss.
Side by side, right side of your screen, Jeff Bodine, Rick Corelli, as they move up on Sammy Swindell, and Corelli looks like he may complete the pass. Now that outside groove is worked in now.
Yeah, you see Bodine move back up when they start off the corner there. That's where the traction loses on the outside groove. They're going down the straightaway. Look at Corelli working that wheel. Good action there. Good viewpoint from the driver there.
Folks, part of working in that second groove is getting some rubber down to help the truck stick, but the rest is cleaning that groove off, because as you only run the bottom groove, any little sand or rubber debris or chunks off the tires go up to the next groove. So you have to work up there gradually and move that stuff out to the top of the racetrack and out of the way of the groove where you want to run. Now here comes Corelli up alongside Sammy Swindell. He's got Bodine pinned behind Swindell.
Yeah, you see some tape. Looks like decal tape on the front of Corelli's truck. That may be a little distracting to him. He's looking right over that tape blowing in his face like that, but he's having a heck of a run with Jeff Bodine there. Starting off the corners, as he get down the straightaway, he moves out ahead of him. Now watch Bodine try to move back up under him as he goes through the corner. There he is, moves right up on the bottom. Good race between those two.
All these trucks are running for position. They're just not giving it up. You know, they're only now 9 laps from halfway, so you can kind of let it all hang out here because you know you're going to have fresh tires in 9 laps. Look at the marks, the scuff marks on the side of Bodine's truck. He and Corelli have been trading paint. This is fun. This is fun to watch, and it's got to be fun to be in there.
Drivers are having a great time. That's a lot of fun when you can let that guy, you know that guy's going to pull you down the chute. You know you're going to pull right back up under him in the corner like Jeff's doing right now. I think if Sammy Swindell and the channel lock truck right in front of him weren't there, that these two could settle this issue. But Sammy's running just fast enough to stay ahead of him.
Sammy's in 11th. This battle is for 12th. There are 16 cars on the lead lap.
trucks. That's a dollar.